Oh, hello again. I'm Bob Weir. No, this is not the Blues Brothers. I'll explain that in a moment. I have another interview of notable people in North Texas. My guest today is Chaz Parker, President and CEO of Christian Community Action. My guest has a temporary problem with his eyes today. It has to do with glare, and we have some bright lights here. So in order to make him feel more comfortable, I decided to wear my sunglasses too. Thank you for being here, Chaz.
Thank you for making me so comfortable, Bob. Otherwise, I'd be winking at you with my white eye the whole time.
Yeah, it might get a little strange.
It might get a little different.
So, Chaz, if you would give our viewers some background information on yourself, such as education, occupation, etc.
Sure. I'm Chaz Parker, and I'm president of Christian Community Action. I've been president for just a little better than 3 years here at Christian Community Action. My background is I formally trained as a pastor. I have a Master of Divinity degree from Oral Roberts University, and I thought I would be a pastor in a church someday. It so happened, though, after working in a couple of churches out of seminary, things did not go exactly as I thought they would. And I ended up taking a job in a homeless shelter as a counselor there. And I worked with homeless families. And by working with those families, seeing the needs, seeing the problems, seeing the struggles, someone once said to me, "You actually did find your calling there." And over the past 30 years, I've worked with homeless individuals, homeless families, at-risk individuals, and impoverished situations all over the country. I started out in Florida, worked in upstate New York, was in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and have been now here in North Texas. I'm glad to be here. I'm married, my wife's Krista, and I have 5 adult children.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, tell us about the goals of CCA.
The goals of CCA have been always to be that bridge when people come into a crisis. Technically, we talk about what we do as homeless prevention. So I work with the homeless, and we know once people find themselves homeless, there's a lot of costs involved. It's very difficult to move people from the streets back into society. I've done that for a long time. It's very important work. But at CCA, we take a different approach. We don't want you to ever end up on the streets. So what we do is provide guardrails to keep that from happening. And that's what our programs do, is to prevent homelessness. And so we help people on a daily basis deal with the struggles that come up that could be very debilitating if they were allowed to take root.
And when was it founded?
CCA was founded back in, it says 2017, 1973. We're 44 years old.
And so you have employees and many volunteers as well.
And it may come as a surprise to a lot of people. CCA has about 110 employees. We have both our main campus on Mill Street, where we provide most of our social ministry services. And then we also have 4 stores and a warehouse in Flower Mound. So we have a store in Louisville, a store in Carrollton, and a store in the Colony, the warehouse, as I mentioned, in Flower Mound. And also we have a store located next door to our main campus in Louisville. And so there's 110 employees spread over those locations.
And so people can donate all kinds of items to CCA as well. I understand appliances, furniture, what have you.
Through our resale stores, we have we have a number of drop-off points. Primarily, we have a warehouse. We call it the warehouse in Louisville. And we have our Flower Mound warehouse as well. We call it the Donation Center Processing Center, or we use an acronym, DCPC. But at those places, you can drop off furniture, you can drop off clothing, any number of household items. Housewares are very much appreciated. In fact, it's one of our highest selling items, are people's housewares. So when you're ready, new set of dishes, new set of pots and pans, things like that, we can use those at CCA. People really love that at our stores. We do linens. So we do some of the things we can't do are tires. We can't do things that are in bad condition that otherwise could not be resold. Sure. So we ask people gently used items because we have to be able to resell them.
And the CCA in Louisville is located at 200 South Mill Street. What are the hours?
The hours of our facility there are 8:30 in the morning to 5:30. Okay. And so for people who need any sort of social help, social ministry, That's the place to stop Monday through Friday. We're there and available. And our stores are open till 8 o'clock on Monday through Saturday. That's right, Monday through Saturday. And then our warehouses are usually, I think warehouse at Mill Street is 5:30, but Flower Mound is 6.
And where does the majority of funding for CCA come from?
Primarily from the community. We rely on the goodwill of our community to provide the funding that we need to keep our programs going and in operation. We also get, it's a little less than half, it used to be more, but our resale stores provide part of that. And then there is some government funding, but that government funding the term is kind of the no strings attached, the pass through, because we're very concerned that we're able to do what we do in a way that we think is most effective and represents our Christian message.
Also, you provide many needs, many services. Tell us about the food pantry.
Well, Bob, that's probably where a lot of people, besides our resale stores, what people know us for is our food pantry. And our food pantry, a lot of times I think people have in mind that maybe there's a closet somewhere where you get handed a box of food, but not at CCA. We have a what looks like a grocery store. It's not a big grocery store, but what grocery stores used to be like before they became these superstores. And people who come in get a shopping cart, and they're able to make the selections of what it is that they need. One of the things that people don't realize, and I often share, is that with the food stamp program, which is actually, the acronym is SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program is what they call it, you're not able to buy some basic hygiene items that are very important to people, such as dish soap, laundry soap, shampoo, toothpaste, things of that nature, hygiene products. And at CCA's food pantry, not only do we provide food, but we provide some of those hygiene items as well, so that we help supplement, and again, back to our idea of preventing homelessness, so that you can save dollars and use them for things, maybe prescriptions, maybe to pay bills, so that when you shop at our grocery store, you can get food, basic hygiene items, things that will help you kind of bridge that gap. And so we have a list every week. Our products change weekly, but we have a wide variety of product. And probably our other big thing that we have is we have fresh produce. And we are, according to the North Texas Food Bank, the third largest distributor of fresh produce, of free fresh produce in the North Texas area.
Wow, that's fabulous. Wow, I had no idea it was that good. What are the hours a person can shop?
Well, how it kind of works for someone to shop is they have to come and qualify with us. We have to see their situation. We understand everybody who receives services from CCA speaks to one of our staff members first. And so we assess their situation. Once we assess it, we give them a voucher. And usually that goes for up to 12 weeks. So we recognize that you didn't just get into a problem today. It's going to take a little while to get out of it. So we help you with that. So you come in, and we're open Monday through Saturday. And so we're open in the morning and then in the evening. So we help some people in the morning, some people in the afternoon. And so Monday through Thursday, morning and afternoons, evenings it's 6 till 8. In the mornings it's 9 to 11. So that gives us time to restock in between. We're only open Friday mornings because we are again open on Saturday mornings. And the reason why we're open those times is again based on where people may be in need. They may have different availability. So we're trying to schedule our hours so that it coincides with whatever they may be doing. If they're working, they come after hours, or they come on Saturday.
And people can access this information by your website, www.ccahelps.org.
That's correct, ccahelps.org, and you can find out all sorts of things about CCA, as well as you can contact us there for more information.
You also offer classes on training and life skills, such as job readiness skills, computer skills, and financial management.
We do, and we appreciate that because that's what helps move people forward. We actually have a computer lab for people because, as you know, a lot of jobs now you apply for online, so you can do that at our location. We have job fairs periodically. We just had a job fair. We had over 30 employers there offering work and employment. Some of them did on-the-spot interviews with people that showed up that day.
Before we conclude, we must talk about the upcoming Tom Duffy Memorial 5K. Would you tell us a little about that?
Oh, very excited about this. This November 4th, we have a 5K race. Tom Duffy was one of the founders of CCA. He was our first president. And Tom's family has really come behind this race this year. And unfortunately, we lost Tom this year. He passed away earlier in the year. And so we've done a race over time, but we found out Tom was a runner. I'm a runner. Probably not as competitive as Tom was. I understand he was quite competitive. But it's a way that, again, we can raise awareness about what CCA does, have a lot of fun, and raise money to help people in need in our community.
And that can also, information on that can be also gotten on the website
Absolutely.
as well. Well, I want to thank you for being here, Chaz, and thanks for doing this Blues Brothers rendition with me, and I hope your eye situation clears up pretty quickly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much.
all that you do.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you
And
for having
thank
me.
you for watching.